Our city's brightest rainbow is its people. Seattle is a colorful melting pot of many cultures, each making life more interesting here. Now a new wave of immigrants is calling Seattle home, coming from a faraway land most of us know nothing about. Rizal and his family are among Seattle's newest citizens.
I'm Bhutanese, actually. I'm from Bhutan. I was born in Bhutan.
Bhutan is about as far away from Seattle as you can get. A tiny Himalayan kingdom tucked between India and China, it looks idyllic, beautiful, clean, peaceful. But not for the Rizal family and thousands of others. Nearly 2 decades ago, Bhutan began expelling its ethnic Nepali residents. It lost 1/6 of its population.
Though I was very small, very young, but I still remember some armies, they came with a gun and everything.
Khem was just 7 when his family and many others fled to nearby Nepal.
They were expelled 18 years ago from their country. About 100,000 of them came over to Nepal, and they've been here ever since.
To date, no resolution in this crisis, and not one refugee has been allowed to return. Instead, they've languished for 18 years in camps like this one in Dimak, Nepal. There is simply no future here.
It was like horrible life and miserable. We don't have like any future planning. Everybody is frustrated and nothing to do.
Then 3 years ago, the United Nations Refugee Committee passed an initiative allowing these nationless citizens to emigrate to new homes.
Since that time, 10,000 Bhutanese refugees have resettled to third countries, and the pace is picking up. People are moving at a rate of about 1,500 a month.
I am the one who forced even my parents to resettle in USA because I do not want to be refugee throughout whole my life.
Just like these refugees are doing here, 1 year ago, Khem and his family packed up their few belongings, boarded a bus, and left for the unknown. The expressions on these faces say it all. While many refugees are obviously anxious and afraid, others are overjoyed by the chance to start over.
We are very excited and anxious to start new life in America. Thank you, America. Thanks. Thank you.
After leaving the camps, all Bhutanese refugees spend a few days at this transit center in Kathmandu. This is the last stop before going on to their new countries. Emotions are running high.
They are also happy, they are also nervous. They don't know what is coming to them in their next life, how it is. Yeah? So I think it's not a fear, but it's excitement is there.
Here, the immigrants undergo final medical screenings, get their paperwork checked out,
these are the deworming documents,
and receive cultural orientation, some of it pretty basic. The refugees here at the transit center are heading to a number of different countries, including Australia, Belgium, Sweden, Norway, New Zealand, and others. But by far, the vast majority is heading to the United States. Kushma Khar is very grateful the United States wants him and his family.
We cut off from Bhutan citizenship. US government now give citizenship. We very happy, all of this.
And this young woman, Tika, and her new husband are heading for Seattle.
मेरो बाबा आमा वही जानु भएको छ हैन स्याडलमा अनि वही आमा बाबा भेट्न जाने हो म.
The refugees receive help upon arriving in Seattle from one of several resettlement organizations, such as the International Rescue Committee.
Yeah, this is the employment files, and then we have usually located housing prior to their arrival, so we've gotten an apartment, furnished it, and gotten it ready, and then when they arrive, we pick them up at the airport, take them to the apartment, take them shopping the next day, and then we start the kind of bureaucratic process of getting Social Security, getting plugged into the food stamps.
4 or 5 months they helped us giving money, and then also giving like food stamp EBD and then cash stamp, and then with cash stamp we pay our rent and then telephone and electric bill. Now we are doing ourselves.
IRC's Bob Johnson says the Bhutanese adapt very quickly.
There's always a transition with every group, but I think the Bhutanese are actually doing fairly well compared to some of the others. They do want to work. They have a very good work ethic.
But that's not an easy thing to do, especially in this economy. Khem eventually landed this job as a nursing assistant in Queen Anne. 2 of his 3 brothers also work, but their hours have been cut back due to the recession.
Hello. Hello, I'm Khem, Gimirey.
Khem's parents also hate being idle, but their inability to speak English is a huge roadblock.
In Nepal, I have experience working. I have farming skills. But here, I cannot get a job and I have no money. It makes it very hard to buy the things that we need.
So far, about 200 Bhutanese refugees have been resettled here in the Seattle area. They bring with them a rich cultural heritage, a true gift to our city and to our nation.
I want the average American to give these folks a chance. I don't want them to feel threatened that these are people, strangers coming in and stealing jobs. These are really good people. They've just gotten stuck. They got kicked out of their country 18 years ago. So I'd like for them to open their hearts, open their houses, and just get to know these folks, just to give them a chance.
Life in America will continue to be a challenge for Khem and his family as they master a new language, adapt to a new culture, and learn a lot of new rules and regulations. But even so, Khem does not regret leading his family out of the camps.
After 10 years, although my parents, they may not be as happy as we are with middle generation, but I hope that my coming generation will have better life than us.